What happens to all the garbage that's collected in St. Lucie County, and how long will the landfill last? Find out next on Inside St. Lucie. Welcome to Inside St. Lucie, SLC-TV's monthly government affairs show. I'm your host, Eric Gill, Communications Director for St. Lucie County. And on today's show, we're going to be talking about solid waste and the future of the landfill with my guest, St. Lucie County Commissioner Larry Leet. But before we meet our guest, here are some upcoming events and announcements from the Board of County Commissioners. The 59th Annual St. Lucie County Fair takes place February 23rd through March 3rd at the fairgrounds located at 15601 Midway Road in Fort Pierce. For details and ticket information, visit the Fair Association's website at stluciecountyfair.org. The New York Mets kick off their spring training season in Port St. Lucie on Saturday, February 24th against the St. Louis Cardinals. The Mets will play 15 home games at Clover Park, located at 31 Piazza Drive in Port St. Lucie, with 5 night games on the schedule. For tickets, visit stluciemets.com. Now for the latest updates about all St. Lucie County Commission meetings, workshops, and events, be sure to visit our website at stlucieco.gov and click on our comprehensive calendar. And if you'd like to be added to our press release distribution list, send us an email at pio@stlucieco.org. We're also on all the social media channels at St. Lucie Gov, so we hope you'll follow us there. We're going to take a quick break. Before we do, we're going to check in with the latest economic development stats with another St. Lucie Works. St. Lucie County's tourism revenue decreased by roughly 12% in November compared to the same time a year ago. Fiscal year collections are down 20.7% compared to last fiscal year. Overall building activity in unincorporated St. Lucie County increased by 25% in November, with 1,346 permits submitted compared to October. According to the Florida Realtors Association, the median home sale price in St. Lucie County in November was $400,000, roughly 3% higher than it was a year ago, while condo values increased by 1.6% with the median price at $281,900. St. Lucie County's unemployment rate remains similar to the previous months, with November coming in at 3.4% compared to October's 3.7%. Statewide, the unemployment rate was 2.9%. The largest increase in the labor force on the Treasure Coast was in education and health services, followed by professional business services, and then government. According to CareerSource, there were roughly 5,100 more jobs in our area, a 2.2% increase compared to last year. If you work for a local business looking for skilled or trained labor, be sure to contact the staff at CareerSource as they can assist your company with its recruitment and training needs. And if you're an individual looking for a job, they can help you as well. Visit the CareerSource online at careersourcerc.com or call 1-866-4U-to-HIRE. Welcome back to Inside St. Lucie. I'm your host, Eric Gill, and I'm joined by St. Lucie County Commissioner Larry Leet. Commissioner, thanks for coming on the show.
Glad to be here again.
Being here, and thought today we'd talk a little trash, right? You want
I love it. Yeah, we do have a little problem with trash in St. Lucie County, which we are definitely working on, and it's a long journey, but I see a lot of good things coming from it. A lot of good things.
And a lot of folks don't realize when it comes to just, when you talk about garbage and waste, it's a big complex issue. Well, we'll break it down first with just kind of your household residential. A lot of residents don't realize there are 3 different haulers that pick up garbage in St. Lucie County, right? So a lot of people, while we control where it all goes, or at least, here,
right.
it comes from 3 different sources.
So as you know, the county controls the garbage dump where it all goes. And then like you said, we've got Port St. Lucie that handles their own, and Fort Pierce that handles their own, and of course we handle our own within the county. And some of the things that I get phone calls on is mostly out of Port St. Lucie. As we know, they up their rates because of the cost of it. And the citizens are complaining about the one-day pickup. And just let you all know, I've talked to the city and they are working on it. No guarantees, but there is a possibility that they may be switching services again. Hopefully, if they do, it'll be reducing their cost and going back into the 2-day. But that is between the city, don't have any control of it, but that's where they are looking down the road on that.
Yeah, I remember at the start of the pandemic when this, the garbage became an issue. It was kind of the perfect storm because you had more people home, so people were producing more waste. And then we
No
were
drivers.
Yeah, you had a shortage of drivers because sick people are out or switching careers or COVID. Yeah, and then you also had more people moving here and more development happening all at the same time.
Yeah.
So, and I remember because Waste Pro is the county's provider, and they were doing the city at the same time. City of Fort Pierce is their own employees that handle that. And I remember the discussions the board had at the time. I think you came in kind of on the tail end of that, but do we go back out to bid? Because if we do, it's probably going to cost us more, and we may get less service, which is what happened with PSL.
In Port St. Lucie.
Yeah.
And now the from what I understand, the current contractor wants to up their price, so they are looking to possibly go back or anyway, that's the city side of it. But the big thing on the county side is the down the road look on what we are going to do. A lot of people in the county don't realize that there is a height limit on the I call it Mount Everest, and we're nearing that. Right now, we're guessing somewhere between 15 to 25 years, depending on population growth, before we are going to need a new garbage dump. So we are looking at alternatives, and one of the alternatives that we are looking at is waste energy. Unfortunately, it right now, the cost on it would increase taxes tremendously, which I am totally against. But we are looking at other ways to offset that. And things that are in the pipeline coming into the county that I actually like, I can't talk a lot about, but we have 3 things happening that is going to be very little impact on the county as far as traffic, building more schools, more fire departments. I say very little, we won't need to. So the cost of us is going to be very nominal, but the revenue coming in from these 3 entities could totally offset or take a major cut in the taxes and then allow us to bring in the waste energy rather than trying to develop a new garbage dump, which is numbers I'm hearing $25 billion and roughly 25 years, because where are we going to put it?
I was going to say, you said there's a 25-year life frame. It probably takes about 20 years just to permit a garbage or a landfill, and then who wants to live? So you got to find the land and then convince the surrounding neighbors that makes the most sense to put it.
So we are out looking for waste energy, and in that arena, I was down at it was a joint meeting between the South Florida and the Treasure Coast Regional Planning Council, and they had a presenter there called Cedron. And Cedron is more into the biosolids, or human waste. And they are actually breaking ground in Indiantown. And it's a Bill Gates Foundation company paired up with a commercial company, and it's totally private. And what they do is they take the solid bio waste, basically our sewer, and they convert it into 3 products. The first product comes out of it is purified water. The second is a high concentrate ammonia, which they can use for fertilizers and so on and so forth. All of those are sellable. And then the third product is literally dehydrated human waste, which does several things. It cleans up the PFAS, which are chemicals that when we, and let me back up. Currently right now, what we do with our solid waste is we dewater it, basically get it down to, it's not dry, but it's flushing most of the water out of it, and then we send it up north. And we have a dumping fee, and farmers let us put it on their grounds for fertilizers, but these PFAS, the chemicals like Viagra, oxycodone, things that we take are still in there. And what happens is we're finding that runs down into the rivers,
groundwater,
and groundwater, and we are now learning that fish in the ocean have all of these
acetaminophen and
all those chemicals,
pharmaceuticals,
and so what would happen with this is we would be able to take that, get rid of the PFAS, and the waste that comes out of that is burnable. It actually has a higher heat concentration and produces more. It's a BM to the can't remember the name of it, but it creates higher heat. And a lot of people don't understand how energy is created. You know, they look at nuclear power plants, they think it's something magical, and it's really not. All it is they are producing hot water, which produces steam which turns a turbine generator. And so here we can turn around and basically create our own energy source. and create energy off of that. Now, what Cedron introduced me to, or what they claim, is one of their big things, is, and I'm going to back up a little bit on, we all know our precious lagoon is the crown jewel of St. Lucie County, and it is not going in the right direction. The seagrass is still continuing to die. We're not slowing it down. And everybody's scratching their head because we're converting everybody over from septic over the sewer. And then when the Cedron Corporation came in and did their presentation, something that I didn't realize, when we take our solid waste, and this basically goes from St. Lucie County all the way down to the Keys, it is dumped on land north of Lake Okeechobee. And what happens when it rains?
Everything goes south, right? Yeah.
Into the Lake Okeechobee.
Yeah, sure.
There are 3 exits out of Lake Okeechobee. We have 2 of them in our county.
Yep.
And the other one goes out, I believe it's out of the Cape Coral, Fort Myers area. And so we're sitting here scratching our head going, why is our lagoon dying when we're doing all the right things? And I that's what I'm looking at right now. I really think that if we can convert this over into energy, we can get rid of that. I think it'll help our lagoon. And its population is obviously going to continue.
Sure.
Florida seems to be the hot spot with the retirees, and we're in the middle of the baby boomers retiring. So we're not going to stop the influx of people coming out of the north. So it's only going to get worse. So we need to figure out a way to, one, clean up our garbage, because we don't need another Mount Everest, and we'd like to be able to keep the lagoon crystal clear. I'm a boater. And quite frankly, nowadays when I go out and sometimes launch out of the Taylor Creek, I don't want to put my foot in the water. It's so black, and we need to end that.
Yeah.
And I can see how this could help it immensely.
Absolutely.
Immensely. We are currently talking with Florida Power and Light and several other companies, Cedron, I'm in communication with, and trying to work out deals where they could possibly come in. As you may or may not know, we're also working with a company in town buying more land adjacent to the garbage dump, which will help us extend our life. And we're in I think the end stages of finalizing that, so I don't want to disclose names or so on and so forth. But if that happens, it will save us a ton of money between we can pick up their wastewater treatment plant and their deep well injection rather than building another one.
Sure.
And it's just going to save us literally hundreds of millions of dollars by being able to do this. So we are working on that and hopefully inching our way closer to eliminating the Mount Everest, figuring out what to do with our solid waste, and cleaning up our lagoon.
Yeah. Well, and one of the ways, revenue is always a challenge, but the landfill and the solid waste department operates as an enterprise fund, so they don't rely on general ad valorem tax dollars. It's based off, the fee you pay for the garbage pickup, every dump truck that comes in. But we also generate a lot of revenue through recycling at the landfill. That's why probably going on 10 years now, we expanded the single stream facility. And
Correct.
And so I think it's important for residents to understand the importance of recycling. And I see a lot of comments on social media that believe that, the recycling is a hoax, they just throw it in the landfill anyway. No, we have monetary proof that we could have checked as a city PSL every year for over $1 million for the revenue they bring in to our landfill.
And to sort of add on to that, something that I didn't know is our glass. Now everybody thinks that we recycle the glass, and I was under that same, we sort of do.
Yeah, we reuse it.
we basically pulverize it down into its original form, which is sand.
Yeah.
And then we use that for each layer of the garbage,
the cells,
to filter it out and to seal it off even more. So as we go more into the renewable and the waste energy, we'll literally then be able to reuse the glass for its original purpose and recycle it, and hopefully make some more money on that side of it.
And that's the challenge with the recycling, the commodities, the product fluctuates, right? Sometimes cardboard's up, sometimes it's down, so you never know, But if we can, like you said, extend the life of the landfill, that's the ultimate goal, right? Because we don't want to, at least I don't want to, hopefully I'm not here in another 25 years, we have to go through that, but I can't imagine that process of trying to find a location, vote on it, get it permitted. And like you said, the price tag on building a landfill is with a B, not in the millions. It's in the billions.
Something on that same thing. When I was down at that meeting in Fort Lauderdale, and we had all the counties in there, it's amazing the difference in the counties. And Palm Beach County, we need to learn from them. They actually have a waste energy plant down there, and the percentage that they put into their garbage dump is somewhere just a little over 50% of the trash. Every other county, including ours, is into the 70 to 80%. So we need to get more on board with that, and that's where that waste energy is helping them out so much. And the other thing that I haven't been down that road yet, but they also talked about plastic. And I'm 65 years old. In the 70s, when I was going through school, we all had paper. We went to the store, everything was in paper bags.
I remember. I was a grocery boy at A&P. We still had paper or plastic. They were just introducing plastic at that time.
And the big push, it was a big educational system on, hey, let's go to plastic. It's going to save the world.
Yeah.
Well, now we're learning it's killing the world.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to recycle that back to the original. And now even the paper companies are saying, because of that, we have bought land, and for every tree that we cut down to make paper, we're actually planting 2 trees. So we're actually ahead of the game. So we're better off doing the paper than we are the other. And of course, the ultimate one is to buy your own bags.
And to we do that. My family, my wife's always yelling at me, "Bring the totes, take the tote bags." So
but in that same arena, I would love to find a company where we can actually recycle the plastic.
The plastic bag, I know we collect them. The Oxbow is a drop-off spot, but like you said, they're not technically recyclable.
And we don't have, they are, but
we don't have the facilities.
We don't have the facilities. And now you think about Fort Pierce or just Florida in general, why don't we build homes out of wood like they do up north? Because of rot.
Yeah, termites.
Termites, rot, all that.
Yeah.
What if we did the plastic 2x6s?
Yeah.
And I would love to be able to see where we can recycle the plastic and make the 2x6s and build homes out of it. And just a little side note here, when I was remodeling my house, it was a stick home, and I was really concerned whether I should tear it completely down and make a CBS home, because that's what everybody wants. And the architect says, it was up to us, we'd have every home in wood. He said they're warmer, they're easier, and if you build them right, they are actually as strong, if not stronger, because they flex a little bit more than the concrete. So I think, down the road, if we could ever get a plastic company in here to recycle the plastics, we can eliminate the plastics. We can turn around and go back to paper and then recycle those into cardboards and all the other stuff. Obviously, with the Amazons and everything being shipped nowadays, you need more of the, so it could be one big recyclable. And, take the stuff that we can't reuse, burn it, and create energy out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of excited about the future and where we're going and the direction it's heading.
I agree, because I've been to the jetty at the beach a few times, and the amount of plastic bottle caps and rings I see down there, that
exactly
either just from litter or stuff that washes up from wherever on the beach, especially after big storms. It's certainly, I don't want to eat that in my grouper 10 years from now, the microplastics that are showing up in the fish.
As safe and as concerned you are, how many times have you had that plastic bag and you got your sodas and stuff in it, and you're going out to the beach to carry it, and you take it all out, and the wind takes it away.
Sure, some of it's unintentional,
exactly.
But I always joke with my kids, I'm going to be like Batman Batman, a vigilante called
Yeah.
Trash Panda. I'm
Yeah.
gonna beat up people that litter. You know?
Yeah.
So of course now I just ruined it for the public. So when that happens, it wasn't me. It's like the Sharon Stone cover story,
Yeah.
right? Why would I do that? Yeah. But no, because we see that a lot at some of our parks, and I know ERD is launching a big Preserve Pals, where they're trying to get people to come out and help clean up, because we have a limited staff. There's 12 people or responsible for 10,000 acres of lands.
Yep.
So, and like you said, that's not all intentional. Sometimes stuff blows out the boat, and
Yep.
you don't
Exactly.
realize it. So
I mean, if anybody has participated in the beach cleanups or the lagoon cleanups,
Yep.
they pick up thousands and
Tons.
thousands
Yeah.
of tons of plastic.
yeah,
So yeah, we do need to get rid of it or figure out a way to recycle it, one or the other.
Absolutely, Commissioner. Well, what else, with it being still early into the new year, what are you excited about coming up this year?
I just got out of a meeting with ART, Area Regional Transport, and that I am finding to be pennies on the dollar for the community to operate with huge benefits. And our person in charge of the Area Regional Transport is very aggressive at getting government grants, so it's not costing the taxpayers, quote, dollars.
Yeah.
It's coming back to us.
Exactly.
But the benefits way outweigh the cost. We are getting children, I say children, people that don't have the means to college.
Sure.
And we are working with local facilities and nonprofits regarding the children to get them into college and then to get them over to their new job until they can get on their feet and afford their own car. And as the community grows, I see that need growing more and more. And from a personal experience, my mother's 87 years old. She lives over in Pasco County, and she drove over, and she made it here safe,
Yes.
and she made it home safe. Although I followed her, and I'm going, Mom needs to be off the road. Well, it wasn't a week later. Mom pulled out in front of somebody, totaled her car, almost totaled the other car. Thank God she was okay.
Yeah, good.
But how many people do we have in our area like that need that public transportation? One, it'll make us safer as we're driving up and down the road, and two, it'll give them the freedom that they can still stay at home. And so I'm really excited about the way that is going and the direction it's going.
That is a difficult conversation to have with your parents about, you shouldn't drive anymore, Mom.
Yes.
And we've found that some of the doctors aren't very accommodating to help you
No.
make that.
And again, it's pennies on the dollar when you think about the number of accidents and starting doing a little bit of research on it. A lot of it is obviously from the young that we're not going to happen, but I think the second level is mostly with the older people. Everybody knows your eyesight goes, and you just don't pay attention like you normally do. So they need that. They
Absolutely.
really do.
And it helps, get traffic off the road. If we can take more
Exactly.
vehicles off the road,
Exactly.
and, even better, it extends the
Then
life
we
of
don't need to widen the highways to 6 lanes
Yep.
and create more costs, especially since I think a 6-lane highway these days is something like $12 million a mile, something stupid.
It is. Yep.
So we need to figure out a way to keep the traffic down and to make the county safer. So we're looking at doing all of that.
Awesome. And I like what you said too. It is interesting. A lot of those people say, well, we got state and federal grants. Well, it's still tax dollars. It is, but that's tax dollars that would have went to Pasco County or Miami-Dade. Wouldn't you rather that money come back here to us and, expand our services?
Been here a year now.
Yeah.
And I am really proud of the St. Lucie County staff. How they interact with government, local, our state government and our federal government. We are definitely at the top of the game. We are leading the pack, and compared to a lot of counties in the state of Florida, on how we're bringing the money back here instead of sending it elsewhere. And that does nothing but help everybody here. So if we can bring more of that dollars back, make the county safer and not cost, we can reduce our taxes. Hopefully, that's my end goal.
Yeah, which you guys have done for the last, you have done since you've been in office, but for the last 4 budgets now, we've lowered the millage rate.
Millage rate, yeah. Now all we got to do is figure out affordable housing.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's a whole nother show. I mean,
Absolutely.
I know, and we're making steps. I think later this month we're going to be doing a groundbreaking for the Blue Sky project,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And we've done that partnership with Habitat at in Lakewood Park. So
The-
making small steps. But
Yeah, developers are also knowing that, and so we're starting to see a lot more developers coming in, keeping the building codes the same, so to speak, meaning that, if you're into the where you can only build 4 homes per acre, they're still sticking with that, but they're doing it in townhomes. So they're bringing the cost of the homes down, and with the number of industries we have coming in here, I just heard the other day that the Amazon plant that had been on hold is now back up. So
I heard that
again, we're combining that with the public transportation and the beginning workforce. It's a stepping stone. We'll be able to get them out there, and we have more of those opening up. And
the Southern Grove area in Port
Southern
St.
Grove
Lucie,
is
that's amazing.
growing. Yeah, if you saw the newspaper, there's some big company coming in there that's going to employ 265 people, and these are good paying starting jobs. This company was saying they're going to be in the $55,000, $56,000 a year range, which, God, I wish I had that when I was getting out of high school or college, because they're just they were hard to find back then.
No.
And nowadays, we are trying to, what's the term we're using? Stay in St. Lucie. My kids, I've got 3. One stayed here. The other 2 had to leave because they couldn't find a good paying job around here.
Yeah.
And I think we're turning that corner too, where we got the Indian River State College that's going to be building a trade school, and we've got
expanding a nursing college as well.
and they are really, congrats Indian River State College. They're looking at our community going, what do we need here? And the rumor is they're going to be building in a doctorate degree to produce doctors, DO program, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine. They're increasing the nursing like you're talking about.
Hold off on my knee surgery until then.
Exactly. You may want to get a little bit sooner. I don't know if it'll be that quick, but they are going to be breaking ground quickly on the trade school. Then there's businesses that I didn't even know existed in St. Lucie County. The one that I actually assisted putting the Indian River State College together is the Engineering Underwater Services Inc., EUSI, I believe it is, and Alpha Bell Avenue. This is a worldwide company, and they do everything underwater that needs to be done. So anywhere you have water, you have dams, they need welding, they need painting. This company does it. They go over to Europe.
Wow. Good
paying jobs. But their problem, the reason they came to me, is the school that they were getting their recruits from was out of Jacksonville. And the only other school is over in Houston.
Wow.
Houston gobbles all of their students up with the oil business over there and offshore.
Sure, in the Gulf. Yeah.
And the other school was up in Jacksonville, and something happened to the school in Jacksonville and ended up closing up. So they are now working with Indian River State College to have that here.
Perfect.
And that's going to create some really good paying jobs that give us a chance to, again, bring the community up from the bootstraps up, the ground up, and give these kids a neat place to work. I mean, how cool would it be to go underneath water, and that's what you do. I love to dive, and I went and toured their facility.
Be able to turn fire and weld underwater. That'd be cool.
And they actually, and that's a little side note here, touring their facility, they have a ton of money invested, and they got $1 million tank that they say that when you go underneath water, depending on the depth, it changes the weld characteristics. So, and these engineers have certain. So anyway, they can simulate going down 100 feet, so they don't have to go back and forth, up and down. They can go in this tank. They can get the pressures and the equipment right and the weld right, and that way they only have to go down once. So this company is really dedicated to Fort Pierce, and now that we hopefully have a school coming in to help our kids, again, trying to build the community up, polish the gem of Fort Pierce, keep it going, and keep our Indian River Lagoon clean. So all of these things are really good. I'm excited being here. I really am. And I think the county, before I even got here, was heading down the right track. And I see everything good happening right now. There's not a lot of bad things to talk about. In fact, I can't think of any bad things to talk about.
Yeah, come to my house, I'll fill you in. That's the home life, though, you know. Well, Commissioner, I appreciate you taking the time to come on and fill us
Thank
in
you.
on some of those projects, and
Yeah.
we'll keep an eye out on, especially, you know, like you said, the landfill is a big,
Yeah.
you know, it's a benefit and a challenge, right? It's something that nobody wants to deal with, either solid waste or
Right.
municipal waste,
Right.
but it's something we have to do, and let's do it
Right.
in the right way so we can extend the life of the landfill and protect our natural assets.
Yep.
It's part of our
And
mission
keep our
statement.
city clean. I've been to several big cities, and the garbage you see along the
Roads and
roadways
the
and so on.
interstates when you get off down south, yeah.
It's terrible, and you know, I think here we're doing one heck of a job keeping it. And I know people coming from my hometown or the Chicagoland area go, God, is this thing really clean compared to where we come from? And it is. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
So we just need to keep that ball rolling in the right direction.
Absolutely, and there's plenty of volunteer opportunities if you want to help out. I know that on the county's website we have some volunteer programs through the Environmental Resources Department, and like you said, some of those national like coastal cleanups and things like that happen. So do your part, spend a day, and get to meet some of your neighbors and help clean up our
And have a good
neighborhood.
time.
Exactly. Well, Commissioner, thanks so much for
No,
coming on
thank
the
you.
show.
Appreciate it.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. Before we do, we're going to check in with another project update and seeing what our public works staff is up to.
The Public Works Department continues to serve the citizens of St. Lucie County with a solid, dependable infrastructure program. Construction of a new sidewalk on Bell Avenue between 25th Street and Sunrise Boulevard is complete. The new sidewalk is 6 feet wide and 2,000 feet long and helps residents easily gain access to existing pedestrian and bike facilities on 25th Street. The goal of the project is to provide the public with an alternative means of access to walkable destinations in the area. The new sidewalk also creates a safe route for students to walk or bike to nearby schools. For more information, visit stlucieco.gov.
We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Inside St. Lucie, and we hope you'll tune in again next month. If you have topics or subjects you'd like to see covered here on the program relating to St. Lucie County, give us a call at 772-462-1791, or you can send us an email at pio@stlucieco.org. And if you'd like to see previously aired episodes of this or other SLC TV programs, visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/stluciegov. I'm your host, Eric Gill, Communications Director for St. Lucie County. For myself and the staff, thanks for watching.